be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Jim Newcomer from Midas Resources, January 25th, 2010. Gold opened this morning at $10.99.50. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $11.29.63, $5.64.83 for a half ounce, or $2.82.41 for the quarter ounce. That's $11.29.63, $5.64.83, or $2.82.41.
How is it that we, the people, grow the cotton, weave it into fabric, engrave the ink, embed the strips and fibers that protect it from counterfeit, then cart the money off to a privately owned bank to have it lent back to us at interest, forcing us to pay taxes to service the debt? Is this capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when he said a central bank issuing a public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar inside of a book that explains how the monetary system works. Call for your copy, 1-800-686-2237. Isn't it time to understand the system? Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
AirandAqua.com is your one-stop shop for some of the most affordable air and water purification systems available on the market today. AirandAqua.com knows exactly what doesn't belong in our air and our water, and they know exactly how to help you rid your home or office of these harmful toxins. Did you know that your skin actually absorbs more chlorine while you shower than from the water you drink? AirandAqua.com can help you eliminate dangerous chlorine from your water. AirandAqua.com carries atmospheric water generators, glass water bottles, chlorine-reducing shower filters, air purifiers, water ionizers, filters that remove up to 95% of the fluoride in your water, whole house water purification systems, solar-powered lawn and garden products, water testing kits, and more. Visit AirandAqua.com. That's AirandAqua Aqua.com. Or call 1-866-380-2782. That's 1-866-380-2782. AirandAqua.com. Purify your life today.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones, only on the GCN Radio Network.
International hearings begin on falsified swine flu pandemic. Infowars.net, Steve Watson. We have the official 47-nation body health board. In order to promote their, this is from the head of the board, in order to promote their patented drugs and vaccines against flu, pharmaceutical companies influence scientists and official agencies responsible for health standards to alarm governments worldwide and make them squander their tight health resources for inefficient vaccine strategy and needlessly expose millions of healthy people to the risk of an unknown amount of side effects of insufficiently tested vaccines. The bird flu campaign of 2006 combined with the swine flu campaign seem to have caused a great deal of damage not only to some vaccinated patients and to the public health budgets, but to the credibility and accountability of important international health agencies. And it continues, and we've got one of the heads of the committee joining us Thursday or Friday. We're working on several of them right now, but Thursday and Friday. Going back to Mike Adams. Mike, we know that the federal government secretly went into health boards around the country, and this happened everywhere else in the world, a strategic operation, and told them in January and February, flu is coming, it's going to kill millions per state. That's what they told New York State, Indiana, Illinois. We knew it was really going to a level 6 in April, 2 months before it did, because of internal health board documents we got, state of Texas. I mean, this was a concerted hype. This was a concerted program to scare the hell out of everybody. Mike Adams.
Yeah, absolutely, it was, Alex. And it worked like gangbusters for a very long time. And this is the way that they create demand for vaccines while also creating an engineered shortage of supply. And if you look at the work of covert persuasion, and human psychology and some of the research that has been conducted over the years, you know that the most effective way to motivate people to want something is to first make them afraid so that they have to have it, and then tell them there isn't enough to go around. They use this in order to get people lining up for swine flu vaccine, and it worked extremely well. And then, of course, when the hoax broke, and they had plenty of supply of vaccines, the whole thing reversed on them, and people realized, well, gee, there's plenty of supply now, and the pandemic isn't really a pandemic.
And we even have the CFR recorded where they talk about, we'll say there's not enough vaccine to make everybody run out and want to get it. The tactics here have been really remarkable. But the most interesting part about this, Alex, has been the viciousness of the vaccine pushers. Now, you got to realize, when you're dealing with vaccine pushers, these are people who, in my opinion, because they've taken so many vaccines in the past, and their brains have been bathed in these chemical adjuvants, these people are literally, and this is not an insult of a term, this is a scientific description, they are brain damaged. They lack cognitive function to think for themselves. This is part of the agenda, I believe, Alex, that the vaccines are designed to create a nation of people who cannot think for themselves. It's kind of like we know this. I mean, they're on the news saying mercury's good for your children now, treating us like we're totally brain damaged, and now the UN's having to lower the average IQ, and pretty soon you'll be a genius if you're able to say your ABCs or tie your shoelaces.
Well, there's that movie, Idiocracy, by, I think, starring Luke Wilson. It was a wonderful movie.
Mike Judge.
Yeah, Mike Judge created the movie, right. And in your previous segment, you were talking about Mark Dice going out and having people sign the petition to repeal the First Amendment, and they were signing it. You know, people have forgotten how to think, or they are seriously so brain damaged that they cannot assess.
Well, by the way, Mike, that's not your opinion. I mean, we have the sodium fluoride and other chemicals put in the water they know brain damages. We have government documents where they said they would do it to control people. We know mercury is the most deadly heavy metal for brain damage. We know that they want to drug the population. We have the new Freedom Initiative documents. This is in all the UN documents, how they were going to drug the population. It's the Brave New World.
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget the Mothers Act and the mental health initiatives for expectant mothers. They want to drug the babies before they're even born.
And now they're saying they want to put lithium in the water supply. Have you seen that newscast?
Oh, you know what? I can't keep track of all the poison agendas. There's just too much.
By the way, I'm not joking about the CFR audio blog. They put it out where they talked about how they were hoaxing people by saying there wasn't enough vaccine.
Again, nothing surprises me at this point. If there's anything that we've learned from this pandemic and the way people have acted, it's that they will do anything. The vaccine-pushing jackals, I call them sometimes, they will do anything to get more vaccines injected into more babies, more men and women, more senior citizens. They'll do anything. They'll lie, they'll deceive, they'll distort, they'll commit fraud. And this is just normal, everyday business for them.
Just like the local Austin News saying it's illegal for private people to sell guns when it's not.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials where you can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government. A new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance, beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want?
My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.
What's your home worth? How can you compare local real estate agents? And how do you get MLS listings for the entire country? If you're thinking of buying a home to take advantage of a tax credit or selling your house, you first need